I can't believe this. I can't believe the audacity of some people to accuse me, Omar Assmuffin, of using an illegal substance, creatine monohydrate. It's populating my comment section. People are accusing me, I've been posting my physique updates, of using creatine, and I don't appreciate this. I will publicly state that I have never consumed creatine monohydrate in my life. I may have sniffed it one time, I may have posted about it, but I promise you this, I'm against creatine. Or at least that's the way that the Mayo Clinic would make it seem. I'm just poking a little bit of fun here. They had a update, teenagers all over Minnesota actually. There's a Minnesota declaration essentially that creatine is a performance enhancing substance that teenagers should not use. The Mayo Clinic had also an article talking about this, and they did differentiate and say that it was a supplement and that steroids are steroids, but they lumped it in with other performance enhancing assistants and saying essentially that it could cause kidney problems, which is misinformed, and a variety of other things, and the kids should not take it. And that is asinine. Anyways, guys, I want to talk in this video today about the collab that just happened. Myself, Alan Thrall, Joey Zatmary, down in Philadelphia in his gym, Lion's Den. The gains are real. I do actually want to talk about what's been going on, the transformation that you see before you. I have learned the power of lighting. I have learned the power of putting a belt over your lower midsection so you look even leaner. And people were freaking out where I posted that photo. I was essentially training with them. I decided to join. Joey sent me a text. He's like, yo man, come hang out. Myself and Alan are going to do a seminar. And so I went down there, and wouldn't you know it, it was a fantastic training environment. I'm going to talk about 3 different things today. In the first instance, my transformation, I am now down 17 pounds. So this is essentially the second final week. I'm weighing in at 181.5, and you can see that extra leanness. That's why in that photo, we have the abs, it's visible. I took the shirt off, I was doing some deadlifts, some car deadlifts, I was doing some push axle or axle push press, and the gains are real. I mean, you can see that, and that really has been me just being diligent with my training, me observing those macros in that 3-2 split I spoke about before, where I will diet pretty aggressively for 3 weeks and I won't have any refeeds. I mean, I should clarify, I'll have a refeed if the average weight loss is too much. So if I'm losing more than 2 pounds in a week, I'll have a refeed on a Sunday. But it's been about 1.8 consistently, so I've only had a refeed once, and then 2 weeks of maintenance. And in that way, my strength is pretty much where it should be, and that moves me to the next topic. A whole bunch of tidbits for you guys today, and that is strength really is strength. Focusing on the core fundamental movements will always have direct carryover. Case in point, in this video, you're going to see me do a car deadlift, something I've never done before in my life. Loaded up in the back, according to Joey, was 1,400 pounds. In the front was 270 pounds from another strongman competitor who is used to both deadlifting and doing that variation. He said essentially was about a 500-pound deadlift and felt like a round off of the ground. And once again, I've never done this variation of the deadlift, but I was able to hang with Alan, with Joey. To start, I did a rep to feel it out. And then, honestly, I needed to get the form down. It wasn't quite there. And then I think Alan did 3 reps, I did 5 reps, and then, of course, alone had to do 6 reps, and then Joey just showed us up and ended up doing 10 repetitions. But strength is strength. I've been training the deadlift. I lift with the core movements, and so me doing a variation that is similar, despite me never doing it, it's like I would say a higher trap bar deadlift would be the variation. I haven't done a trap bar deadlift in probably 7 or 8 years. I'm still able to hang with strongman competitors, and that is why you should always focus as a natural athlete on those core movements. Now, moving forward, you'll see on the axle push press, butchering the name, that my technique actually is really sloppy, where I would say, even when I was doing some weightlifting, my overhead press was 226 pounds and my best push press was 240 pounds or 245 pounds. I don't have that technique. The more technically complex a movement is and the less it relies on pure strength, the more you need to focus on that technical proficiency. And so I was thankful Alan was actually giving me some advice when it comes to that push press to try and get it down pat. I think honestly, I don't know how much the axle bar weighed, but I think we're lifting between 195 and 215 is what we're doing for between 3 to 5 repetitions. And once again, it's something I need to work on because I don't practice it, and raw strength can only carry you so far. And that's kind of a great example right there on the car deadlift, where it's very strength dominant. No problem. For something that's more technically complex, if you haven't practiced it, you need to practice it to become good at it, right? And then the last thing that I wanted to say is talking about that training environment, right? Having a conducive training environment. I experienced that at the Lions Den. Joey was gracious enough to host us. We had, I think there's 50 people that showed up for the, I think it was called the Halloween Heavy Metal Barbecue Liftoff. And so when you have that great environment, I've been going low calorie for the last little while, and you know, fatigue has accumulated over time. Being in that environment, you kind of forget about that, and so you really want to go to locations, to a gym training environment that you can maximize your development. If you're an introvert, if you're someone that's internally motivated and you don't need the loud music, a lot of people, that's cool, man. Do you train at your home gym? Do your thing. If you find that lifting with other like-minded individuals helps you, you need to find that gym, even if it's an hour drive. We have people, Fortis Fitness, the gym that I go to, they'll travel 2 hours just to get to the gym. In fact, the person editing this video right now, Severn, my cameraman, he would make a commute from 2 hours in order to go to Fortis. This is a true story. Before working with me, just to train in that environment. So it's kind of the question, how bad do you want it?
What obstacles going through your head?
I wanted 5. This is a number that continuously, Alan, enters my head for some strange reason, especially when I'm around you.
And training with these like-minded people, Alan, Joey, always serves as extra motivation, the icing on the cake that's already there. Okay, we're going with that low-fat, low-carb, only protein cake. Tastes terrible. But the icing on the cake is being reminded why we do what we do. Meeting you guys, hearing that direct feedback, oh, the technique videos are helping me out immensely, and then honing in on the craft, where I do enjoy coaching people in person, and it's always great interacting with everyone, and also fellow content creators such as Alan and Joey. So overall, the trip was fantastic. The gains are real. What's actually happening essentially is I'm reaching the point of leanness where I almost look bigger in photos with my shirt off. When you have a shirt on, you can clearly obviously tell that the shit's kind of loose, but I look bigger after losing 17 or 18 pounds, and it just has to do with the body fat percentage. So I'm excited for the future. Everything is going great. I'm just thankful to be able to continue to do this. I want to thank everyone for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more collabs, I'm looking right at you right now. Make sure to like the damn video, and I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next one. Peace.
It looks like you're about to say something that's beautiful, like this. So what happened?
Spartacu's is more than I thought it would be. I'm just so blessed to be here. I need to get some food.
So what happened, man?
Oh, back this summer, I had given him ice cream that was actually sour cream.
Yeah.
You want to play
He didn't know. So I came in here expecting him to get me back on my toes.
Yep.
When he had handed me food,
Yep.
I knew this is it.
Right.
And so I took a bite just to play along on the burger. I felt some spice, and I said, he got me, it was the burger,
Yeah.
but I got him first. I knew. And then let my guard down and took a huge bite of that fucking taco. And I felt like a mouthful of like weird gasoline tasting sauce.
Yeah. And at that moment, you knew you fucked up.
I knew, yeah. And it's not getting any better.
Get some ranch in you, man.
Yeah, let me go.
Joey, any thoughts?
Hey, that's a bitch, Alan. People don't forget.
Your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking vegetables.